And the Lord is also telling us, you have mercy too. I had mercy on you, have mercy on one another. Give ourselves a checkup. If we cannot show mercy, we cannot show pity, we cannot show compassion, we need to check ourselves. Because it is not God's Spirit in us that will cause us to harden our hearts against individuals that we can have compassion on, but we refuse to because we just don't, I don't think they need forgiveness. I'm so glad the Lord didn't think about me, think of us like that. Well, John, I don't think old John already need forgiveness. He didn't say that. The Lord said, I love you, I forgive you. I forgive you. And I believe the Lord, I believe from the depth of my heart that the Lord has forgiven me. And He can forgive all of us. We need to check ourselves. What did those sayings go? You check yourself before you wreck yourself. A lot of people have wrecked themselves because they failed to check themselves. But the good one thing they can always do, they can always check you. People can always, we have come to the point where we can always find fault in someone else. And we're doing the same thing they're doing, and sometimes even worse. Remember David? When Nathan came to David and told David about the man that sold a man, wheat lamb, and all that, David said, that man, I can see him now. The one that did that, he should surely die. Then Nathan said, thou art the man. Can you just see his countenance going from up here? Because you took Uriah's wife. Now the son that she's born you will not live. David changed his whole outlook at that time. You and I need to understand. God is right here listening. He sees us. We need to check ourselves. We need that checkup. Some just want what? Revenge. Revenge. Look what it says here in Romans 12:19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourself, but rather give place to wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, said the Lord. And here, the question is, what is the purpose of revenge? Definition number one, any form of personal retaliatory action against an individual, institution, or group for some alleged or perceived harm or injustice. We, as God's people, do not have a right to seek to revenge against anyone. But I love this second definition, which says, something that you do in order to make somebody suffer because they have made you suffer. This is what a lot of people are looking at when they seek revenge. This is what we are looking at when we seek revenge. We're looking to make someone else suffer. We want to hurt them because they have hurt us. We want to know that they feel pain because you feel pain. There was an old saying I heard, I think it's still relevant today, but it says, misery loves what? Mm-hmm. I'm miserable, and I'm going to make sure you're miserable too. I'm not going to be in this thing by myself. They get me, something happened to me, I'll make sure something happened to you. Comments?
Pastor,
Yes, ma'am.
you have up there, what is the purpose of revenge?
Yes, ma'am, that was my question. And that was the answer. Form of personal retaliatory action against an individual, institution, group, for some alleged perceived harm or justice. And the second one,
I want you to suffer because
you want them to suffer.
But what good is they doing?
You can't see any good. The question is, what good is that doing? making other people suffer. It's not doing any good, is it? It's not doing any good. Does it serve a purpose? On the purpose it serves, that you can let sit back and look at them, they suffer just like I suffer. You still suffer. I said it so many times, when I'm in the hospital, I'm there for me. I need healing. I go to the doctor and I've got a problem. Other people are there with their problem, that's their problem. I ain't here concerned about my problem. Because they are there and I'm there, does not make me feel better. I go in there, you can go, I went in the ER one night, and my wife took me in, and I was in such pain, until when I got there, I did not go, the waiting room was full. The emergency room was full. I fell through the doors. They came and got me, and they put me in a chair right then, and they took me to the back right away. Because evidently they knew I was hurt real bad. I wasn't worried about the other people. When I'm cutting line, I didn't care. What is driving me? What are my ups and downs? What made me do what I do? What made me do what I do? What is causing me to act the way I act? What motivates me and causes me to go out of my way? The question is not who, but what. Because there is something driving us. There is something driving us. That's something that motivates us. And look, and I am so glad it is clear this is clear. Nowhere up there, nowhere on our paper, do it say motivate you to do good or bad. So we can this can be driving us to do good. We are motivated. There's something driving me to do the right thing. There's something causing me to act the right way. There's something motivating me to serve the Lord. Is that right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes when people see this, if I had not said that, some people would say, well, what made them do wrong? What made that? I don't say I have evil up there. There's no bad up there. There's no good up there. It's just what's driving me. What made me come out today? What made me come out on Sunday? What made me treat people the way I treat people? What made me give and give and give? And if I don't watch my wife, she'll give away my house. Always giving and giving and giving and giving. But that's her spirit. That's who she is. Don't come to the house, because if you come to the house empty-handed, when you leave, you might have 2 bags or 3. Because she after you come, because she will give. That's because that's who she is. Go to the house. We had some people working at the house today. She's telling me, I'm gonna make these guys a snack. They working. I'm working. But I don't say it. But I know that's her spirit. So she's a giver. And she don't mind, and I don't have a problem with it at all. And the guys appreciate it, so do I. Because it helps, it helps people, and it makes her feel good. And look, as long as she stopped giving my stuff away, it's all right. No, but I don't have a problem with it, but I love that spirit of giving. Some of us have that spirit. And thank God for that. Comments?
What time is dinner tomorrow?
Huh?
What time is dinner tomorrow?
Oh, she already had that in the freezer, too. Again, the question is not who, but what. And what I need us to understand is we're being driven today. Thank the Lord for where we are right now. Thank the Lord for His motivation. And we need to ask ourselves, am I headed in the right direction? Am I headed in the direction the Lord desired me to go in? If not, why? Examine yourself. When we examine our bodies and notice something is wrong, or we're not feeling well, we will call the doctor. If we examine our spiritual man and find out and look at ourselves and say, well, I don't pray the way I used to pray. I'm not reading the way I used to read. Who stopped me? Who stopped me? I'm stopping me. No one is stopping me. I'm stopping myself. So when we know that there is a problem with our spiritual man, we need to call Jesus. We need to call Jesus when we know that there is a problem with our spiritual man. Our examination should extend through the word